The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Here we go.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
DeAndre Hopkins was named All-Pro for the first time in 2017 and really don't have to do much but look at the statistics to know why. 4 touchdown grabs in 2016, jumped that up to 13 in 2017. That led all NFL receivers. Also added in 96 catches and close to 1,400 yards. DeAndre Hopkins' ability to get free in the secondary is a marvel, mainly because of head fakes and body control.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, you got 3. Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes now on the sneak. And he gets It's into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Patrick Mahomes, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how. Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there. These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face. A little wind in there. Yeah, that's right. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. The hook up to Lee. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump. I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Throw left side complete. That's Ramsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Big chunks of yardage the last few plays, and the Ravens have another 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far. And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. I didn't offer mine. You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense. I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Taylor throwing on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year. Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14. Ty Montgomery in the offense getting set for their next drive. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he? He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards,
you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Now we're going to get a halt in the action because Ty Montgomery is shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit.
Here we go now.
Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his target, Fuller. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Taylor now off the bootleg. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. DJ Reader able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And the grab by Croft. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
On first, they go right back to Collins. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And Ty Montgomery has it complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Mahomes going to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always said.
Back now in Houston, it's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. A run, it's Clement, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Steps away to his left. Room past the 20. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Taylor throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ramsey. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards.
Offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They go play fake. Mahomes. Now he'll turn and throw deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Montgomery, and he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Here's Taylor. There he goes inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Ready. 319. 319.
This is Clement. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. From the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Here we go. 3.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. That's complete. It's Collins. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Here we go now.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. On the crossing route, complete. It's Fuller. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Ramsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Now Taylor on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. And he'll spike it with 16 seconds remaining. And incomplete here. So that will leave him with 16 on the clock. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Ready. Flag for 2. Flag for 2.
Taylor will throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Mahomes going to throw it here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
If the squad ain't with me.